Hello friends, welcome to my channel Go Digit. Today in this video we will learn about setting up SFTP in Microsoft Azure and then how to use that SFTP server which you create in the Microsoft Azure using VS Code or WinSCP software. So as you can see from here in my screen, I have already logged into my Microsoft Azure portal. So first of all, you have to log into this portal, and then if you own one subscription, then afterwards you have to select this storage account. If this storage account option is not showing up in your dashboard, then you can type here as well, storage accounts, and then you have to click here. Afterwards, as you can see, currently no storage accounts, existing storage account is available. So I can click on create, and then it is asking me some details, like for example about my subscription, about my current resource group, and then I can type here the storage account name. So I can say SFTP testing. Okay, let's see this like this. Okay, done. Then the primary service, I can select this as one Azure Blob Storage or Azure Data Lake Storage Gen 2. This should be standard only. Then click on Review plus Create. Although if you don't click on Review plus Create, then you click on Next. Here you will see the option to enable the SFTP. But in case you don't enable the SFTP while creating the storage account, then also there is an option uh, of setting up or enabling the SFTP. So we will see that option, and we will not enable this right away here. But I can enable hierarchical namespace here, because then only this option will be enabled, right? So let me click on Review plus Create, and then Create. So deployment is currently in progress. So until this deployment is finished, I just like to tell you one more thing about this software called WinSCP. So WinSCP is a Windows only software. So if you are running Mac or Linux, it is not available there. Okay, but yeah, there are different softwares through which you can access your SFTP server. But this WinSCP software is a very popular software which is available for Windows, and through this you can access your SFTP server, and then you can upload and download the files via vice versa from this software only. So you can download this software and install it in your machine if you really want to access your SFTP server, which we will create in the Azure portal. So you can see here that your deployment is complete. Go to resource. So here, as you can see, that currently this is my storage account, right? So now what I need to do is that I need to click on settings, and then I go to SFTP. So here I have already enabled the SFTP. Sorry, I have not enabled the SFTP, but you can see here that there is an option here called enable SFTP. So I can enable it, and now my SFTP is enabled against this storage account. So SFTP is accessible using the storage account only. Okay, so now because the SFTP is enabled, it is giving me the option to add a local user, right, through which you can access your SFTP storage account. So I can click on add local user, and then type here the name. Let's say Go Digit, right? Authentication methods allowed for this user is SSH password. I can select this one. Okay, it is not taking. Right. Click on next. Now here, as you can see, that it is asking me to create a container, or if the container is not created, right? Because currently there is no container available for my storage account. So that's why this list is blank, right? If I want, I should create a storage account here, because then only because SFTP will help me to place the file, to upload the file, to download the file from where? From one container itself, which will hold my data, right? So I have to, it is giving me the option to create a container right away from here. Although I can create the container from here as well, right? Data storage containers, right? But I can create here. So let's say D365 container. Click on OK. So my container is created. Okay, permissions wise, I can select all at the moment, based on if you really want to give some if you don't want to give some permissions, then you can revoke them always from here. And then this home lending directory is very important, but I'm keeping it blank. Okay, so just click on add, and you can see this is the password. So you have to copy it right away, otherwise you have to regenerate, as you can see from this warning itself. So what I can do here is I can open the notepad and password, right? So this is the password. All right, so you can see from here that this is my username, go digit, right? So go digit is the username and this is the password. And then the connection string, this is also very important. Okay, so what we can do here is that I can select this and type here. So you can see here that it is giving me in such a way that first of all the name of my storage account, which is SFTP testing, and then it is giving me the option to select the container name, which is uh, I have not selected at the moment, so that's why it is showing nothing. Then the username at the rate, again this complete host name. All right, so you can see this like at the rate is the differentiation between these two names. So before the at the rate, this is what's your username, and after the at the rate, this is what your host name. All right, so basically now in order to complete this connection string, I need the container name. So I know my container name is, if I go to the containers, this is my container name, D365 container. So I can type it here, D365 container, right? This is the user, this is the container name which I'm passing. Although in case you don't want to type this name in the uh, connection string manually, then this is the option here, home lending directory, which is something uh, if you pass the name, you remember we skipped this option. If you type the name here like D365 container, so it will give you the complete connection string right away like this. Okay, so if you can copy this, so you can see it is changed now, because now you don't need this container name in your connection string, because it is by default attached to your SFTP server, right? So it's totally up to you based on which option you want to select. uh, Sometimes people in the container itself they create one folder, right? You can create one directory, and then inside that directory you want to upload and download the upload the selective files. So that is why whatever option, like if you create multiple folders here, then also let me go to the resource, and then also in this SFTP option, uh, here you can pass the path of that folder, right, which is basically you have set up in your container in which you want to upload the files, right? So this is something which you can set up here, and then system will download and upload the files accordingly. All right, so now based on whatever option you will select, you can see that it is already set up. Now I am all fine to use the different softwares through which I can upload and download the files based on this SFTP authentication which I set up. So let's see this WinSCP and click on new tab. All right, so now you can see here that it is asking me the host name. So as I told you that after at the rate, whatever the path, whatever the URL you are seeing here, it is the host name. So I can select the host name here, the port number by default 22. Then the username is not the code digit, but this is the complete username. Either you can type this one or either you can type this one. Since I have attached this one as standard, so I can type only this one. All right, and then the password I need to provide, which is this. And then if I provide the password, then I am all okay to click on login. Okay, update. So it is authenticated successfully, and now you can see that I am inside the root folder of my SFTP server, or you can say my container itself, right? And let's say if I want, I can upload the file from my local system. This is my local system. Okay, I can right click on any particular file which I want to upload and click on upload. Sorry. Okay, so you can see that file is now a part of my container. And if we really want to see in my container if this file is there, so go to the container, open this, and here as you can see that file is showing up. And same, if I really want to let's say delete, I can delete from here. It's done, and it will reflect here when I click on refresh. So file is gone, right? So such a easy way that I can set up the SFTP server in the Azure and I can access it via WinSCP. Now, apart from the you can say WinSCP software, there is an option or there's an app in the VS Code also through which you can have a you can do all such stuff from your project itself, which in which you are doing the development, because VS Code is a popular development tool which everyone is using. So you, if you don't want to move away from your development screen, then you can there are options available. So what you have to do is you have to go to this extension marketplace, then select this SFTP. Okay, so this extension you have to install. I've already installed my this extension, so it is, that's why it is showing uninstalled. All right, so once you install this extension, so I can show you from a complete new instance. So basically what you have to do is that you have to create one folder, right, in your local desktop or anywhere, right? So I can you can see that I have selected or created this SFTP testing folder which I am opening up. All right, so this is now my folder which is having these files available. All right, so now basically after installing the extension, you will see that this is the option available here, my server. All right, but currently you can see that there is nothing as such set up. So I need to set this up. So for that you have to select this SFTP config, and here you can see that this is the details of the SFTP which you need to pass here. So for example, the host name should be this one, which I can set this up. Protocol will remain SFTP only. The username should be this one. So I can change this up, and then the password will be this one. So I can type the password here. All right. So now rest of the details like remote path is root folder only. In my case, it's a root folder only. Otherwise, you can type the name of the folder in which you want to add the files. Right. So now this is done. So I can just click on like I can save the file. And as soon as I save the file, my server is this SFTP. My server is connected. All right, so now I can close this up, and as you can see from here, so let's say this is the file in my project and which I want to upload. So I can right click this and I can select upload file. I'm getting some error. Let me do one thing. Oh, okay. Nothing as such. It just some uh, problem of the extension could be. But you can see that when I clicked on upload, my file is showing up here, right? And if I show you up here also, refresh, so my file is already placed in the container via SFTP, right? So in such a way, I can upload the file from my running project, which I really want to upload in my SFTP server, or if I want to download from something from the SFTP server, then I can select this and I can right click and I can download the file. One more option, as you can see from here, is that maybe there could be some file which is not in your project. Let's say I'll do one thing. I'll upload something. All right, so browse for files, and let's say if I could do something from here. All right, so let's say I select this one, upload. So this file is uploaded. Okay. I don't know if it will be supported. Let me refresh this. So you can see that the file which I uploaded on my Azure portal SFTP container, it is now showing up here. All right. And in case, although obviously it's a doc file, so that's why it is not supported here in the VS Code, but never mind, you can assume it as a text file. So if you really want to edit, if you would really want to make it a part of your project, so you can directly do it from here rather than you download the file and then add the file in your VS Code. You can just click on edit in local, and you will see obviously but you will see that it becomes a part, this file becomes a part of your project itself, and which you can open it and directly edit the same, right? So in such a way, this extension is very helpful that you can upload the file, upload the local development file from your VS Code to the container itself. You can download the file, you can edit locally all the files of the container from VS Code itself, or if you really want to use WinSCP, you can also do the same. So that is currently which through which we can basically set up the SFTP server on the Azure portal and access it through VS Code or the WinSCP software. So that's it in the today's video. If you like it, please hit the like button and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching this video.